You know that new store with all the construction that replaced that bakery, restaurant, boutique, coffee shop? Well, it's open, but it's a pet grocery. The fuck is that? I don't know where they got the idea that people around here can afford groceries for their dog. Rocky eats Purina and leftovers. But ever since that new bus, train, trolley car, subway line, bike lane opened, everything has been water dripping from the electricity of the overhead wires. Like, why'd they take Uncle Keith's place and put in that new restaurant, bakery, bar that no one around here can even afford? It's like they are poking holes on our streets to see if we will leak from them. Every time they build, they rip at our seams, never give us a minute to mourn our holy open graves. They put up tombstones we can't afford to look at. You know, Thomas moved. They said his lease ended and the rent for his apartment rose like $300. So he moved 20 miles south or west or north or far away from here. He works part-time at the pet grocery now. Says the commute is worth it. Got a one-bedroom for the same price I'm paying for a studio with a broken heater my landlord is still waiting for me to pay for. It's like what we used to pay. It's like the only place that remembers us is too far to even remember how to get back here. Painting all their new buildings colors we've been using in our artwork for years and calling it new and calling it right. Making right angles of our cul-de-sac blocks. They call it cleaning up. Like we were the mess. They call us a dead end, but they're not calling this a dead end anymore. The city looks like an erector set of a child that wears a suit now, with a big office on the top floor of a building so high up, he has no idea that people still live here. Do you know that people still live here? We've been living here ever since you redlined the rest of the city. We are still living, even if you didn't expect us to. The other night, we were sitting on Union, and a group of like 15 white people in little shorts were running, walking, biking down the street. Moni said it was a club, but they never used to want to be here at that time of night. Moni said that Union was never the street to be on after 6 p.m. and be rich and white. But now they're running on our block when the street lights are on. They're running on our streets like they run our streets, being seen around here like they didn't used to avoid it. It's been so quiet here lately. The silence is so thick you could use dull blades to break it open. Find the pain in our backs from carrying the relics of what this used to be. Before we were worth saving. Before you tore down the boundary lines and started putting up grand opening under new management, open for business, as if we have always been closed, unrestrained, only open for surrender. They find our music to play in their coffee shops as if to remember us fondly. It is clear we are unwanted. It is not clear where we should go.